Ωραία, είμαστε live από ό,τι βλέπω εδώ πέρα. Πανέμορφα. Παιδιά, τέλεια. Σήμερα μία από τις αγαπημένες μου μέρες, γιατί θα μιλήσουμε έναν από τα αγαπημένα μου θέματα που είναι τα cryptocurrencies. Παιδιά, ονομάζομαι Ανδρέας Φεσάς. Καλώς ορίσατε σε ακόμα ένα μάθημα από το 25ήμερο δωρεάν σεμινάριο που κάνουμε μαθήματα για πάρα πολλά θέματα cryptos, forex, e-commerce, business, stocks, marketing, τι άλλο, τα πολλά. Νομίζω τα είπα όλα. Λοιπόν, παιδιά, κάντε ένα subscribe στο κανάλι γιατί με βοηθά πάρα πολύ στο να αναπτυχθεί όλο αυτό που κάνουμε. Σήμερα θα μιλήσουμε για cryptocurrencies. Έχουμε δύο από τους κορυφαίους καθηγητές της Ακαδημίας μας να μας διδάξουν και να μάθουμε πράγματα για cryptocurrencies. Κάνω share screen την οθόνη μου γιατί από ό,τι βλέπω το μάθημα έχει ξεκινήσει. Θα κάνουμε μια μικρή εισαγωγή, όπως βλέπω εδώ πέρα το πρόγραμμα, και θα μπούμε μέσα στο θέμα μας. Λοιπόν, κάνω share screen. Οτιδήποτε απορίες έχετε, παιδιά, γράψετε μέσα στο chat. Σας βλέπω εντωμεταξύ όλα. Είναι live stream. Θα χαρώ να τα πούμε, να συζητήσουμε και στο τέλος να κάνουμε την καθιερωμένη ανασκόπηση του τι μάθαμε. Λοιπόν, κάνω share screen και αρχίζουμε. Start.
Take this YouTube link right over here and share this YouTube link right here on your social media. Put it on your stories, put it on your Facebooks, put it on your TikToks. Let's continue the 25 days of giving, ladies and gentlemen. This is an amazing place for all of us to be able to come together to really highlight and showcase what it is that I Am Mastery Academy offers in multiple different fields. And we are giving out free value, free lessons, free education that will typically cost the average person thousands of dollars to get, and they will get it right here. This is the...
Παιδιά, γράψτε μου μέσα στο live chat τώρα όσοι μπαίνετε τώρα, εάν μπορείτε να με δείτε και να με ακούσετε κανονικά. Αν μπορείτε να και εμέναν και τον καθηγητή, γράψτε μου για να προχωρήσουμε.
Is in the building. China, Japan, Tokyo, Mexico. Wow. We got the Netherlands here, Connecticut, Portugal, Nigeria. Big shout out to Nigeria. You guys have amazing prayers. Sweden is here, Ghana, Slovenia. Wow. Turkey is here. Japan, I absolutely love it. France is in the building. Let's go. Austria, I absolutely love seeing the different people from the different nations around the world. Now, again, I'm going to get ready to start this thing off, but feel free to continue to share this live stream link and share this Zoom link in all the chats around I Am. Let's get our family educated. Let's get our friends educated as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about what exactly is the 25 days of giving, ladies and gentlemen. Well, this is a live call series, and this is going to be hosted by I Am Academy educators, and we're going to be training you on various strategies in various academies to help you, the user, acquire new skill sets from this education to strengthen your ending of 2022, to go into 2023 strong with a new outlook, with a new skill set. So that way you can put this education to practical use in real world situations. And I don't think there's anything better than education. It is the new currency. Now, how often will these calls be hosted? Well, these calls are going to be hosted for the next 4 weeks until December 22nd. And it's going to be done again by various top educators across our I Am Mastery Academy family. All righty. And where are these calls going to be hosted? Well, you guys guessed it. They're going to be hosted right here on Zoom. And they're also going to be hosted on our official YouTube channel. So all you guys got to do is simply share this link, IamAcademyOfficial.com. It will give everybody access to join in on this Zoom right over here. Or you guys can also go to our official YouTube's channel to access today's live stream link and also each of our previous and each of our upcoming live stream links. So let's see what that looks like. If you guys come right here to our official YouTube channel, this is where you guys will get lots of updates and marketing information about a lot of what we have going on. So don't forget to come here to I Am Mastery Academy on YouTube, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell when our marketing is dropping new and amazing videos. Simply come right here, click on that live, ladies and gentlemen. All right. And then you will see each of our previous live streams, and you'll see today we are live streaming as well. So let's get that live stream count to well over 500. The more people that are on that live stream, the more people we know we have the ability to impact. So we want to say hello to all the beautiful people on the live stream. Let us know where you guys are tuning in from as well. And thank you so much for joining in with us. Now, don't forget, for more official communication and marketing from our company, you guys can follow us officially at IamMastery.academy. On Instagram, we have amazing stories. You guys will be able to be notified and stay up to date, as well as see a lot of what we have going on over here. We're all for women empowerment. We're all for communities. We're all for the people of the nation. We have incredible traders that are broadcasted on national television, successful CEOs, and an amazing, amazing mindset team. There is so much value that you guys can get right here. And last but not least, for your last piece of official communication, guys, come right here. If you have Telegram, and subscribe to our official Telegram, I Am Academy News Official, where you guys will be up to date on each of our live stream sessions and everything that is I Am. What will you become? Now, today we're going to be officially kicking off day 4. Can you believe that? We're going to be officially kicking off day 4 of our 25 days of giving. And today you guys are in for a real special treat, because you guys are going to be hearing from our very own DCX educators, Mr. Mike Sotero and possibly Mr. Kurt Cobain. These are two gentlemen that I had the pleasure of working alongside and admiring for over the last 5 years. They have been a part of our educational platform, and they have been early adopters of the cryptocurrency space. And as we know, this has been a very controversial, very manipulated space in the global public sector, where we're seeing Bitcoin is great in the news, and then Bitcoin is terrible in the news. And don't you notice, after every time the news says Bitcoin is terrible, a few months later, Bitcoin hits new highs? And we've been a part of the Bitcoin process since it was literally a few $100s a coin. We was a part of the Bitcoin boom when it went up to 1,000. We was there at the Bitcoin boom when it broke 20,000. We was a part of the Bitcoin boom when it went up to 69,000. And we will continue to be a part of the Bitcoin boom during the next massive adoption. So our DCX Academy, for anybody here that has been wanting to learn about how to get themselves positioned in cryptocurrency education, how to get themselves positioned in the NFT space, how to get themselves positioned in the new alt-fi and getting into altcoins, and you want to learn about tokenomics and big corporations and big companies that are getting involved behind real projects. Well, I have seen people pay thousands of dollars for courses that Mike and Kurt are going over daily, with analysis, with charts, with our technology. They are phenomenal educators. So if you want to get yourself involved in the DCX space, this is the people that you guys want to listen to. So without further ado, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass the floor off to our very own DCX educator, Mr. Mike Sotero. So Mike, are you here with us, brother?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me good?
Yes, I hear you, man. Thank you so much for being here with us, and the floor is yours.
Let's go, guys. If we can put some ones in the chat box for Manny, all of corporate, for really putting these 25 days together. It's not easy to organize all of these things. So shout out to Manny, everybody at corporate. And if you're a guest on this call, welcome. If you're a part of our family, a part of our team, a part of this company, you're definitely in the right place. You know, people have been asking me every day, what's up with Bitcoin? Why is it crashing? So I want to give you some insight there. I want to share with you how to really use some of these strategies. And I really want to talk about the future of crypto from just my opinion. None of it will be financial advice. Everything will be just my opinion. But 5 years ago this week, let's just kind of go back in time. I got involved in crypto in early 2017. But about 5 years ago this week, Bitcoin was at $9,000. So the people that bought 5 years ago, they're still in profit. I want you to remember that. Ethereum was at $400. The people that bought, today, or back then, they're still a 3x on their money. So it's all perspective, right? We could go back into this historical snapshot and we could look at this 7 years ago. We could look at it 2 years ago, you know, during the pandemic in March of 2020. Let's go 2 years ago, 20, and we can see how the market dropped, what, like 95%, dropped extremely fast, right? March 2020, Ethereum was at $100. A little bit over 2 years ago. And the reason that people think it's crashing now is because mainstream media is going to make you believe whatever you choose to believe, whatever lens you look at life with. FTX went down, Celsius went down. They didn't go down because of crypto. They went down because of bad, greedy people behind the scenes. Okay, put a 1 if you understand what I'm saying here. Now, that is why we teach and why we educate you to not leave money. Okay, this is what we teach on our classes. And Curtis Cobain right now is in like a mountain in Spain doing an event. So I don't know if he's going to be on here, but we'll see if he jumps on. But me and him have been telling you guys for years, do not trust any centralized exchanges. Okay, centralized exchanges are not your friend. If you have money in any of these exchanges, get it out. What I'm hearing right now is that Kraken could be insolvent. I'm also hearing about KuCoin could be insolvent right now. And look, we don't care what you use, but we believe in decentralization. We believe in having custody. Well, Mike, where can I get custody of my crypto? You have to do some research, right? I'll give you some ideas. I have zero affiliation with MetaMask or any of these wallets. These are public wallets. You can go research. But MetaMask, you at least have ownership of your crypto, right? The ledger from ledger.com is the safest place for your cryptocurrency. Now, you go buy a ledger, we don't make any money, okay? Just a heads up. Ledger.com. Now, don't buy this on Amazon because people will buy these ledgers. They'll take the seed phrase. Mike, what is the seed phrase? Please write this down. What is a seed phrase? This is important because this is 12 or 24 words generated by your crypto wallet that in case you lose like your ledger, so like if I lose my ledger or if something happens to my MetaMask wallet, I can recover my crypto. I was in Connecticut doing an event with John Guaman and Montilla earlier this year, and I had my laptop. And we went to the event. I got in the car. I was rushing. I had my laptop in the backseat of the Uber, left the laptop. I had, some money on that MetaMask wallet, not a lot, but I just was doing some transactions. Laptop gone, laptop got sold in New York City. Well, what did I have to do? I bought a new laptop. When I got back to Miami, put the 12 words in my MetaMask, all my crypto was back. Self-custody. Please write that down. So inside of DCX, we're going to show you not only how to secure your crypto, but really some strategies and some tools for leverage and for building your portfolio. Now, as we kick off today's call, there's some things that you need to know before this year ends. Right now, we're dealing in a very interesting time. It might be a challenging time for you and your family. Put a fire emoji or something in the chat box if you're dealing with something called inflation with where you live. And right now, actually about in an hour, we actually have the Fed Chairman Jerome Powell actually about to speak. So we're going to see volatility in Forex markets and futures markets and equities. All markets will probably get some volatility this week going into Friday. See, Friday, they're going to announce unemployment. Now, this is where things could go interesting. They're forecasting the same as last month, 3.7%. I think we're going to see unemployment over the next few months start to go up. Because right now we're seeing an influx or a raise in what? In interest rates. Now, the Fed's goal is to keep interest around what? 2%. Right now, the CPI numbers from last month showed that we were at 7.7%. Now, inflation to them has gone down, which is why we are experiencing maybe a little push in the market. But when you have interest rates going up, This chart right here represents the value of the United States dollar, okay, the US dollar, DXY, okay? And as the dollar has been going up since April of last year, it has put a lot of pressure on what? Stocks, on crypto, on all financial markets, right? Until we see the CPI number continue to fall, which our next CPI report, I believe, is in 2 weeks. CPI is on the 13th. Okay, inflation is affecting the whole world, right? In Venezuela and Argentina, it's affecting everybody on this call in one way, shape, or form. So the 13th, we're going to have CPI again, and then the next day, they're going to raise interest rates. Right now, they're about almost 4%. So guess what? Who does that affect? People that have car payment, people that are trying to get money for cars, mortgages, credit cards. So I believe right now that the average person is being squeezed. Why is our company powerful? Our company is powerful because of the education. Our company is powerful because when you get started here, Chris Terry's vision was to bring Wall Street to Main Street, was to bring information that the elite class has to all of us, to the whole world. And if you've ever read a book, put a 2 in the chat if you've read Think and Grow Rich. There's a chapter in Think and Grow Rich where Napoleon Hill talks about specialized knowledge. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what you get here. That's what Manny has. That's what I have. That's what these educators have when we can teach this on a world stage. Okay, this company is in all around the world. So whether it's Forex or TBX or DCX or SFX or ECX. Now I tell people all roads lead to DCX, not because I'm an educator, because I'm biased on the technology that crypto has. I'm biased on blockchain. So if you're making money in another market, amazing. Keep trading time-based. Keep getting on those sessions, right? Show up to Brandon Boyd's classes. Show up to Carolyn's sessions on SFX. Make sure you're trading e-commerce with Chris Reef. Make sure you're using our travel platform. But I always tell people what is going to not disrupt, I hate that word, but what is actually the foundation of the new economy, right? JP Morgan in 2017 called Bitcoin a scam. JP Morgan last week filed a trademark patent for a digital wallet last week. I remember being in Ecuador in 2017, and they were literally saying, this is bad, this is bad. And I saw an article yesterday how Warren Buffett actually was talking bad about crypto. He actually invested in a company called Nubank, which is like something to do with MasterCard. And Warren Buffett's actually in crypto right now. And he's fooled everybody here that he doesn't like cryptocurrency. Charlie Munger as well. They're all in crypto. BlackRock's in crypto. Everybody is here positioned. And the last thing I'll say, and then I'm going to get into a few of the different tools here, is remember this: when value exceeds the price, people buy something. There's value in crypto. There's value in this entire space, right? There's value in iMastery Academy, right? The price that people pay or whatever is minuscule. It's nothing compared to what they actually get, okay? So when you get started with DCX, there's academies on more portfolio side, more leverage side. You know, I'm not worried about Bitcoin falling because we've been anticipating, you know, sub 14, sub 12K for quite some time now, since earlier this year, right? If you've been on the classes, the second that this level broke 37K, that was it. 37K, that was it. And as the market does retrace, maybe the market pulls back into this level and then we fall a little bit lower. But I do believe the end goal, or closer to the bottom. Now, nobody knows the bottom of stocks. Nobody knows the bottom of crypto. Anybody who's claiming that, I'd be very, very, very aware. I'd be very scared to follow those people. But if I had to say, okay, what would be a couple good levels that I'm looking to play off of in just a few minutes here, I would say I would be looking for sub 12,000. I would be looking to dollar cost average into Bitcoin, into some of these other altcoins that do have value. Now, remember, if you go back in time and you look at 2017, this market dropped 84%. Right now, from the all-time high, we're only 75% from the top. So could this fall another 10%? And look, this lines up exactly with around 10,000, maybe a little bit lower, maybe a little bit higher. The good news is you have an app, okay? Put a 1 in the chat box if you have access to SwipeCoin. Put a 2 in the chat box if you don't. I believe, call me biased, I don't care, that this will be one of the most talked about apps in the crypto and education space in the next 2 to 4 years. Because in a bear market, people get distracted. In a bear market, and I think this is in life, right? In a retracement market, in all markets, and in life, your life market, in these seasons, people get distracted. But then the people like Manny Quiones, the people like Brandon Boyd, the people like Jason Brown and Matt Rosa, the people like Christopher Terry get extremely focused. And it's not by accident. Remember this, it's not by accident when you see certain people have high levels of success. Okay, so with SwipeCoin, we don't care if the market's going up or down. Right now, we actually just sent out 2 ideas. We have 3 educators that send out leverage ideas. I'm one of them. Myself, Nick Gomez, and Danny Pedon out of Spain, okay? And we send out the idea. You get an entry zone, okay, of entry. You have an invalidation level, and then you have some exits. Now, this is not copy-paste, become a millionaire. That's not how this works. This is education on top of education with an idea. And when you get this idea, you choose to take the trade. Right? I had new students that I've brought into this business over the past couple of months who knew nothing, but they saw value. Exactly. They saw value in using a tool and using the education. So here, super simple. We give you the currency pair. This is Bitcoin on the hour 4. We tell you if it's bullish or bearish, leveraged idea. This is something that you can trade on MetaTrader 4. Now, we're not affiliated with no brokers, no wallets, no coins, none of that. So you choose whatever platform you want to take this trade on. And the result is the result. Now, I believe we get some results in DCX. I believe this company gets people some results in I Am Mastery Academy, because every platform, every service we have works. Okay. Some of the past couple trades with SwipeCoin, 850 pips on Bitcoin, 450 pips on Bitcoin. I'll show you guys the scalper here in a second. And, you know, SwipeCoin's been consistent for over 4 years. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. All the trades documented. I mean, you could go back and back test all of the trades and leveraged ideas. Now, what's amazing is this is not a signal where it's like you get the trade and that's it. So if you're a guest on this call, please pay attention. We actually walk you step by step of when the trade gets sent out, how to really manage the trade. Like, hey, we're in profit. Hey, you can move your stop loss. Hey, you know, take a look at maybe exiting now. The market, you know, there's news coming, right? So understanding that it's not copy and make money. It's, okay, if you take the idea, how do we teach you throughout the process? I think that's really, really important. Yes, SwipeCoin and the scalper are two different things, right? The SwipeCoin scalper is an algorithm I'll show you in a second. So you have all of these chats for leverage, for the exchange chats, okay? Somebody just talked about the SwipeCoin scalper. How many people are using this in the chat box, okay? I taught a new person this at Starbucks a couple weeks ago. Within 10 minutes, he was teaching this to his friend. Put a 3 in the chat if you want to know my 3 rules for the scalper. And we have so many great tools in this company, and I think they're great because they're simple. Like, you don't need to know a million different things, right? So with the scalper, there's 3 rules that I teach and that all of our educators teach. Number 1 is an arrow. Can you follow an arrow? Okay, it's up or down. The second thing is price above or below the orange line when the arrow is called out. So for example, if the arrow gives you a blue arrow, that means a potential, okay, hey, we might have a movement to the upside. Blue arrow. When the arrow pops up is the candles. What is the candles, Mike? The green rectangles. I think that's the shape, right? I didn't take that class. Is it above, okay, the orange line? Yes. Here's step 3, and I know this is one of the hardest steps for people to follow, okay? This is why most people fail in life, because they're following the wrong person. You have to follow the directions and then wait for candle closure. Okay, guys, super simple. Watch this. Let's put this all together. You're brand new here today. I believe you can get results here. Just follow this, okay? One is the arrow. Our last idea on Ethereum 2 days ago, we had the arrow right here. Does everybody see that? When the arrow is called out, these all three have to line up for me to take the idea. Is price above the orange line? So you see how the price or the candles are above? Yes, they are. Boom. So now I have confirmation. Number 3, this is the hard part. I have to read this. Okay, it's the hardest thing you have to do. It says break and close above this idea. Above this zone confirms the idea. There's 3 things you need when you go into a trade. Write this down. You need to know, if you're trading on MetaTrader 4, for example, you need to have an entry. So we're waiting for the break and close. Boom. My entry is right there. The break and close above this zone. So when did that happen? When did a candle close above the zone? Happen here. Well, now you're saying, well, Mike, I'm going to move this. Mike, where is my stop loss? You know, do I put my stop loss over here? No. We have to get a risk to reward of 1 to 3 and above, or I don't waste my time. I don't believe personally in one-to-one trades. Some people do. I personally don't. I'm only taking a trade if it's 1 to 3 or higher. So for this example, I would have had my stop loss somewhere in this level. So somewhere in this zone down here. I'm just going to leave it there for this example. Now you're saying, well, Mike, you now have an entry. You now have your risk, but where would you have taken profit? Now on this idea, it might be a little bit hard to see, but you have to sometimes, what I do is I actually go on higher time frames. So I would have went to the 1 hour and I would have said, okay, well, where did this whole move, and I'll teach you this on my Go Lives, where did this whole move to the downside originate? You had this push up before this fast move down. That would have been my take profit. This would have given me a 1 to 5 risk to reward. And there's better setups, but this is just an idea here for today. And that would have taken me out of the trade. But does everybody see the risk to reward? Okay, that's the best part about trading. You're not putting $100 in an account or $10,000 in an account and putting it on red. No, that's not what we're doing here. Okay, what we're doing here is we're playing a game. Trading is a game of probability. You're going to lose and you may win. But when I lose, I control what I lose. When I win, I know what I'm going to win. If you go into a trade, and this is why people have to be very aware of who they follow. Because a lot of people, they follow people on YouTube who are, number one, paid to promote random coins, paid to say certain things. There was a very big crypto influencer who was paid last year to promote BlockFi. Okay, watch this. FTX acquired BlockFi, and there was a Twitter influencer. Okay, check this out. A Twitter influencer who was screaming from the hilltops that BlockFi was going to be like bigger than Coinbase. Okay. BlockFi 2 days ago filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Yeah. And now that influencer is silent. Gone. Now that's a whole nother conversation of how all of that happened. We don't have time to get into that here today. That's why I spoke about this earlier today, or spoke about this a few minutes ago. Don't leave your crypto on any of these centralized platforms, because guess what? People had money in Celsius, in Voyager, in BlockFi. Now, all of this kind of does stem back to FTX. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole right now. If you come into my Go Live channel and you want to kind of hear a little bit about more of in-depth what's going on with FTX and how we can learn from that and how this space can learn from that, come down here, go into the favorite sessions on my channel, me and Kurt's channel. And, we have a video from last week. Okay, obviously, Go Live has got to put the word Go Live in the chat. Go Live's got to be your best friend. Whatever educators you're following throughout these 25 days, spend some time on their favorite sessions. They've put a lot of time and energy into bringing value, creating extra. We have extra courses in here on crypto, on DeFi, all of those different things. Okay. Now, the last part about Swipe Coin, and then I'm going to pass it back to Manny, is the exchange ideas. Now, the exchange ideas are not cryptos that you just go randomly buy. These are crypto projects that we look at, we vet, we say, hey, there's an idea here, there's a zone of entry here, there's an invalidation here, you should go take a look. Now, I'm going to be I know there's a lot of guests on this call, so I'm not going to go into show too much here, but I'll give you a few, okay? And I'll give you a few that we're looking at. What accuracy on Swipe Coin idea part? Not sure what you mean there, but go to the Swipe Coin app and you can see all the results of all the trades, okay? So here you have November 2nd. This is a crypto called Flow. Real quick, how many people have Instagram on their phone? Put a 1 in the chat box. And these are the types of projects we're looking at, okay? So we called out Flow on November 2nd, and basically we give you like a zone. So we're looking at this around $1 to $1.60. We have a couple exits. Now, this is not leveraged trading, okay? This is not MetaTrader 4 or leverage, okay? It's okay if you don't have Instagram, it doesn't matter. But you'll get what I'm saying here. This is something that we're looking to add to our portfolio side of things. So who's thinking long-term? Who's thinking 4 years from now? Who's thinking 6 years from now, right? Now, Flow, okay, the all-time high was at $42, but forget that, okay? Right now, there's $1.1 billion in the market cap. So I want to teach you how to research and how to do like your own investigation, right? Like, how do I know, Mike, if this is a real project, if this is a good project? We'll teach you that on Go Live, but I want to give you a few things to look at. One is the market cap, how much money is in the project. 2 is the trading volume. Okay, if you don't see any volume, it's probably not a good thing. Definitely not a good thing. 3 is the max or total supply. So here you have the max supply, which is the maximum amount of tokens or coins that can be created, right? Bitcoin, 21 million. It's coded. There will never be more, okay? With Flow, you have 1.3 billion. You have the circulating supply. And $1 billion is not, it's not bad. Okay, it's not bad. I like to stay around that number or less with a lot of different altcoins. Now, you're saying, well, Mike, what is Flow? The reason I asked you about your Instagram is because Flow is actually running the NFTs, the digital collectibles on your Instagram right now. If you open up your own Instagram account and you go to your profile and you go to the top right-hand corner and you click on those 3 lines, it's going to say this page where it says like settings, archive, insights, digital collectibles. Ladies and gentlemen, Instagram is using Flow blockchain with Instagram actually right now. So they're using Polygon and a few other ones, but Flow is one of them. Now, have you guys heard of, let me ask you a question. Have you guys ever heard about the NBA, the National Basketball Association? What about the NFL, American football? What about UFC? All of those NFTs, the NBA Top Shot NFTs, are built on Flow's blockchain, and they haven't even made it where you need Flow to then buy these NFTs. Guys, you guys know a company called Ticketmaster? Ticketmaster, I went to a Miami Heat game, which used to be called FTX Arena. Isn't that funny? Ticketmaster, when I went to the game a few weeks ago, they sent me an email, I think the next day, and they sent me an email saying, hey, your NFTs are ready. And basically every ticket that somebody buys on Ticketmaster is now they're going to get a digital collectible. So could you imagine going to LeBron James' last game, or Kobe's first game, or Michael Jordan's, 65-point game, or Kobe's 81-point game, or the Super Bowl? Now the Super Bowl already does this, but they give you an NFT version, and now you have proof of ownership. That's why blockchain is so powerful, because you have proof of ownership. right now, is anybody from Colombia on here? Right now in Colombia, in the country of Colombia, you can mint your house on the Ripple blockchain, and people can basically see that you have ownership of that property, of that real estate on the blockchain. These are all things, guys, that we're teaching on these classes and on these go live sessions. So these are things that you want to show up to. So yeah, Flow right now is at $1. I'm not going to say go buy this. You do whatever you want. Go do your research. I'm just putting this on your radar. Okay. I'll give you one more because Manny's my friend, and it's going to be a really good day today. Let's go here to the exchange ideas. And let's just find another one real quick. Let's look at, we can use, that one already hit. We can use Loop Ring, for example, okay? Anybody heard of the company called GameStop? Okay, GameStop, if you go in the United States, there's a company called GameStop. You know, if it's like, if you buy like an Xbox or a PlayStation and then you like want to sell it, you go to GameStop to sell it, and then they give you like no money. That's GameStop. Well, anyways, GameStop is now in the Web3 in the NFT space. GameStop built their NFT marketplace on Loop Ring's network. We'll just kind of keep it simple here today. So on September 30th, and I'll even pull up the chart on this one. On September 30th, I sent this idea out. Okay, let's go in here. And let's find Loop Ring real quick. So September 30th, the idea was sent out. Okay. September 30th is this orange line right here. Okay, and we were looking at this zone of entry, right, around 25 cents. And we actually saw Loop Ring come down. It hit about 25 cents, and then it ran over 70% in 11 days. Now, I don't know if you took this, and I don't know if you made any money on it, and it doesn't matter to me. But I sent the idea, it hit our entry, and even in a bear market, even as people are scared about crypto right now, I'm not. Okay? Right now, Loop Ring's trading at 24 cents, and you saw the the 12 to 25 cent zone is what I'm looking at. And guess what? All of GameStop's transactions are being ran through Loop Ring, right? They have 86 million in TVL, 300 million in the market cap. These are just qualities of projects that you want to look for. You don't want to be buying projects because this influencer is promoting it, or this person on Twitter or Facebook is telling you it's the next Bitcoin, right? Those are all red flags. And those are all things that we teach you inside of the academy, okay? So really, in wrapping this up before I pass it back to Manny, Kurt is at an event right now in Spain. Is the 3 steps, right? You have the academies, you have the live sessions, and then you have SwipeCoin, you have mentorship, right? You can never be afraid to pay for mentorship or pay for access. That's the last word I want you to write down or put it in the chat box, but it's access. When you get started with this platform, right, you saw it before, like 25 days of Christmas, you're getting access to people this next 22 more days, right? This is day 3, I believe. The next 3 weeks going into Christmas and leaving Christmas, you're getting access where people literally should pay $500 just to get on this call. I think what I've shared with you today could have costed $500 to $1,000 just for getting on the Zoom call. You got on here for free. The company didn't charge you to get on here. So when you get started in this company, make a decision. Number 1 is to learn. To learn from people who have experience. That's your best. That's going to save you time. Now, I got involved in this company in 2017, in August of 2017. Because I saw a way to learn something new. And with where the world's going, you shouldn't be scared about Bitcoin at 16,000. There's bigger problems in the world than Bitcoin being at 16,000, I'll tell you that. Bigger problems than Bitcoin at 16,000. And even if this drops to 10 or 9 or 12, we're going to be good, okay? Because we're going to adapt to the market. We're not going to make crazy emotional decisions. Personally, I'm not going to go sell my whole portfolio at the bottom or buy at the top and then sell at the bottom. No, we're going to have emotional discipline in this season, okay? The last thing I'll say is go on CoinGecko here today and just take a look at some of these projects. Most of them won't be here in 6 months. Most of them won't be here in 2 years. I didn't even go into NFTs and I'm not here today, but that's something that we teach you, right? We actually show you where the volume is at, right? How to not get rug pulled or lose a ton of money in NFTs. Okay, here's a free site, cryptoslam.io. And the reason that I use this site is it shows me what blockchains have sales, what blockchains have volume, right? So we can see here like the Ethereum blockchain is where a lot of NFT action goes on. Solana, Immutable X, Flow, Polygon. Those are the top 5. All right, if we go here past 30 days in volume, right? That's what I want to see. I want to see volume. I want to see trading volume. I want to see trading history, right? Ethereum volume is up 50% this past month. Solana, with everything that it's gone through, is still rocking and rolling in the NFT space, right? Cardano, that's interesting. Flow is on here as well, okay? So guys, I hope today you got some information. You have to run with it though, okay? I can promise you, myself, Nick Gomez, all of the educators in DCX, all the educators in our company, we got your back. Don't be scared in this season. Get excited because this is the season that separates people, right? It's the end of the year. It's a bear market. Stocks are going up right now. That's interesting. We'll see what happens there. But I still think there's going to be some more pain and there's going to be some more adversity for a lot of the world. But when you understand leverage trading, that should give you some comfort. So Manny, brother, back to you. I appreciate you. I'm going to see you next week in West Palm Beach.
Thank you so much, Mike. Really, really appreciate it, man. That was such incredible information. I'm telling you, it's always like a refresher. So before you get out of here, Mike, I want to ask you a couple of quick questions. And guys, if you guys enjoyed that information from Mike Sotero, whether you're here or on the live, drop a 111 in the chat. If you've seen the tremendous...
Τέλεια, παιδιά, τέλεια. Λοιπόν, έφτασε στο τέλος το σημερινό μάθημα. Δεν ήταν τόσο μεγάλο. Παρόλα αυτά, ήταν τεράστιο το value. Έπιασα πάρα πολλές σημειώσεις. Παιδιά, απλά πάρτε πίσω το βίντεο για να το ξαναδείτε. Είπε πάρα πολλά πράγματα και για τα cryptocurrencies και για το πώς δουλεύει το market και για τα scams και για το τι πρέπει να προσέξεις να αποφύγεις από τα cryptocurrencies, δηλαδή να έχεις τα λεφτά σου ασφαλισμένα σε κάποιο ledger, σε ένα cold wallet, και εξήγησε και τη στρατηγική, εξήγησε και το πώς η Ακαδημία σε βοηθά μέσα από τα trade ideas της, δηλαδή κάποιος μαθητής που ξεκινά μέσα στην Ακαδημία έχει τη δυνατότητα, καθώς εκπαιδεύεται και μαθαίνει, να μπορεί να βγάζει και κάποια profits. Και έδειξε και τη στρατηγική την οποία δουλεύουμε εμείς μέσα στην Ακαδημία. Θα κάνω ένα share screen για να κάνουμε έτσι μια γρήγορη επανάληψη στη στρατηγική, που είναι απλά κάποια βήματα. Τώρα όλες αυτές οι πληροφορίες που είπαν, παιδιά, απλά πάρτε λίγο πίσω το μάθημα για να το δείτε. Λοιπόν, κάνω share screen και αρχίζουμε. Λοιπόν, η στρατηγική αυτή για cryptocurrencies είναι μια πάρα πολύ απλή στρατηγική. Όπως βλέπετε, μέσα στην Ακαδημία δουλεύει, έχουμε φτιάξει έναν αλγόριθμο έτσι ώστε να βοηθά τους μαθητές της Ακαδημίας να μπορούν να παίρνουν την βοήθεια και του καθηγητή, καθώς θα διαβάζουν και θα κάνουν από μόνοι τους την ανάλυση και τη στρατηγική τους, που είναι πάρα πολύ καλό αυτό. Π.χ. σκέψου τώρα να κάνεις εσύ trading και να έχεις και τον καθηγητή που όταν αυτός θα κάνει κάτι θα στο λέει και σε σένα. Πάρα πολύ δυνατό. Λοιπόν, η στρατηγική αυτή είναι scalping strategy. Δηλαδή, scalping σημαίνει ότι κάνω trading σε πιο μικρά time frames για να πιάσω πιο μικρές κινήσεις. Το risk to reward, δηλαδή το τι ρισκάρω σε σχέση με το τι θα κερδίσω, είναι πάντα 1/3. Δηλαδή ρισκάρω 1% για να βγάλω 3%. Ρισκάρω 3% να βγάλω 9%. 1/3 πάντα. Η στρατηγική είναι 3 απλά, πάρα πολύ απλά βήματα που τις συνδυάζεις μαζί με το εργαλείο της Ακαδημίας. Λοιπόν, νούμερο 1. Στην δεξιά υπάρχουν τα cryptocurrencies, τα οποία είναι διαθέσιμα για να κάνεις trade. Π.χ. εδώ πέρα έχουμε bitcoin, έχουμε ethereum. Ωραία. Όταν σου έρθει μια ειδοποίηση εδώ πέρα, τα βγάζει όλα. Ωραία. Ethereum, αν είναι bitcoin θα σου βγάλει για bitcoin και ούτω καθεξής. Εδώ πέρα σου βγάζει την ώρα και τη μέρα που εσύ μπορείς να μπεις σε ένα trade. Και εσύ αρχίζεις να μπαίνεις, να βλέπεις εάν αυτό που έστειλε το σύστημα, ο αλγόριθμος, είναι με βάση τη στρατηγική σου. Και βλέπεις, νούμερο 1, το βελάκι λέει, το arrow. Αυτό που θες εσύ να δεις, λέει, είναι όταν σου έρθει η ειδοποίηση στην πλατφόρμα σου, πρέπει να δεις το βελάκι που σου λέει ότι θα κινηθεί το market, πάνω ή κάτω. Το βλέπετε. Αν σου δείχνει βελάκι που θα πάει πάνω, εσύ δεν αγοράζεις. Σου λέει, έχει υπόψη σου ότι θα ανέβει το market. Βασικά, έχει υπόψη σου ότι πιθανόν να ανέβει το market. Άρα, αφού βλέπεις το βελάκι εσύ εδώ πέρα, δώσε έμφαση για buy. Νούμερο 2. Price above or below the orange line when the arrow is called out. Αυτό σημαίνει ότι εσύ, αφού σου στείλει το βελάκι, θες να δεις η γραμμή αυτή εδώ πέρα, η πορτοκαλιά σου λέει, είναι από κάτω ή από πάνω. Εάν θέλουμε να αγοράσουμε, εμείς θέλουμε να είναι από κάτω. Αν θέλουμε να πουλήσουμε, εμείς θέλουμε να είναι από πάνω. Okay. Άρα το δεύτερο πράγμα που βλέπεις εσύ είναι, το πρώτο είναι το βελάκι, το δεύτερο είναι να είναι από κάτω, από το candlestick που θα κλείσει. Εντάξει, και θα εξηγήσω τι εννοώ θα κλείσει. Και νούμερο 3, ακολούθα τις οδηγίες και περίμενε το κερί, το candle να κλείσει. Και πάμε ξανά να τα δούμε από την αρχή. Λοιπόν, 1, το βελάκι ήρθε, ναι, ήρθε, ok. Άρα ψάχνω πιθανά setup για αγορά. Ok, νούμερο 1. Το market λέει σου εδώ πέρα, θες να κλείσει πάνω από τη ζώνη. Η ζώνη ποια είναι? Αυτό εδώ πέρα, το βλέπετε? Αυτό εδώ πέρα που είναι ένα ορθογωνίο. Αυτό το ορθογωνίο είναι μια ζώνη από τιμές. Δηλαδή, σε αυτές τις ζώνες από τιμές υπάρχει αυτό που λέμε προσφορά και ζήτηση, ή μπορεί να το ακούσεις και support resistant, supply and demand, τέλος πάντων. Σου λέει εδώ πέρα ο καθηγητής ότι για να είναι έγκυρο το buy σου, θες το κερί, το candlestick, να κλείσει πάνω από τη ζώνη αυτή. Και όταν λέω να κλείσει, εννοώ ότι ένα κερί, καθώς κινείται, αν μπεις στα charts να δεις πώς κινούνται τα candlesticks, θα πηγαίνει κάπως έτσι. Θα ανεβοκατεβαίνει, θα ανεβαίνει, θα πέφτει, θα ανεβαίνει, θα πέφτει. Εσύ θες οτιδήποτε γίνει να κλείσει πάνω από την πορτοκαλιά γραμμή και πάνω από το zone. Για buy, για sell, κάτω από την κάτω από την πορτοκαλιά, κάτω από το zone. Έτσι. Άρα εδώ πέρα σου δίνει ένα παράδειγμα και σου δείχνει ότι αυτόν εδώ πέρα, μπορεί να είναι πολύ μικρό παιδιά, γι' αυτό σας λέω μπείτε να δείτε το μάθημα, εδώ πέρα σου δείχνει ένα κερί το οποίο έκλεισε πάνω από το zone, το βελάκι σου δείχνει πάνω, η πορτοκαλιά είναι από κάτω, το κερί έκλεισε από πάνω. Άρα εσύ σε αυτόν το σημείο το trade σου με βάση την ιδέα του καθηγητή αλλά και με τη στρατηγική την οποία μπορείς εσύ να εφαρμόσεις είναι έγκυρο για να αγοράσεις. Και σου λέει ο καθηγητής ότι σε αυτόν το σημείο βάζεις το entry σου, δηλαδή εδώ πέρα αγοράζεις, βάζεις stop loss εδώ κάτω από το low και βάζεις κέρδος, take profit δηλαδή, να φτάσει 1/3, δηλαδή ότι ρίσκαρες 3 φορές. Άρα σε αυτόν το σημείο, εσύ αν έκανες τη στρατηγική, άνοιξες το trade εδώ πέρα, σε αυτόν το σημείο εδώ, εντάξει, ανέβηκε το market, ανέβηκε, ήρθε μέχρι εδώ πέρα που ήταν το take profit σου. Και ένα παράδειγμα που δεν έχει δείξει ο καθηγητής, αλλά όταν ξέρεις τη στρατηγική το κάνεις, δείτε εδώ πέρα. Έστειλε ο αλγοριθμός, βελάκι προς τα κάτω. Εγώ ξέρω ότι εδώ πέρα έχω ένα περίμενε, δεν φαίνεται. Λοιπόν, έκλεισε το βελάκι προς τα κάτω. Εγώ ξέρω ότι εδώ πέρα έχω ένα zone, μια ζώνη από τιμές, όπως εδώ είναι παρόμοιο. Ωραία. Άρα εγώ τι περιμένω? να είναι βελάκι κόκκινο προς τα κάτω, το candlestick να κλείσει κάτω από το zone και κάτω από το πορτοκαλί και να μπω το trade μου. Άρα σε αυτόν το σημείο εμείς εδώ πέρα βλέπουμε όλα τα στοιχεία, ότι κερί κόκκινο έκλεισε κάτω από το zone, ναι, το εδώ πέρα. Έσπασε το zone, ναι. Η πορτοκαλιά γραμμή είναι από πάνω, ναι. Άρα εγώ σε αυτόν το σημείο εδώ θα έμπαινα το trade μου κάπως έτσι. Okay. Θα έμπαινα εδώ πέρα το trade μου, stop loss από πάνω και take profit 1/3 από κάτω. Άρα σε αυτόν το σημείο εδώ πέρα που έπεφτε το market, εσύ έβγαλες 3%, πέρασαν κάποιες μέρες, σου έκαναν breakout και ανέβηκε το market και έβγαλες ακόμα 3%. Άρα σε μια περίοδο από τις 28 του μήνα μέχρι και τις 30 του μήνα έχεις βγάλει 6% σε μια τέτοια περίοδο. Ωραία. Άρα, παιδιά, βλέπετε ότι η γνώση δεν είναι απλά αυτό που λέγει ο καθηγητής, δεν είναι απλά σου λέω τι να κάνεις. Είναι να μάθεις από μόνος σου να το κάνεις. Απλά σε βοηθώ και εγώ στην πορεία. Και είναι πάρα πολύ καλό αυτό, γιατί τα cryptos τώρα που πέφτουν, εσύ αντί να λες, χάνω λεφτά, πέφτουν, κάνε trading. Μάθει πώς να βγάζεις λεφτά με την πτώση. Λοιπόν, αυτό, παιδιά, ελπίζω να σας βοήθησε. Πάρα πολύ ωραίο μάθημα για cryptocurrencies, πολλές πληροφορίες. Μπείτε, δείτε το, κάντε ένα subscribe. Θα συνεχίσουμε τις επόμενες μέρες με τα επόμενα εκπαιδευτικά μαθήματα. Μέχρι τότε, παιδιά, θέλω μαζί σας. Σας ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ για το χρόνο σας. Θα τα πούμε εμείς στο επόμενο μάθημα. Μέχρι